We just finished recording the most fierce,
intense,
abrasive,
fucking punishing,
daunting,
abusive,
cataclysmic,
explicit,
brutal,
passionate,
corrupt,
catastrophic,
relentless,
smelly,
filthy,
violent,
painful,
jacked up,
exhausting record of our lives.
So here's the skinny on our new album, our 5th record, entitled Next.
The new record is called Next for a lot of reasons. We went through a year of a lot of change, change internally, change with the business, change with our label, and it was just one of the most appropriate titles. Initially, we kind of sat down and, as a band, had discussed the kind of direction that we might go in, and we look back at what we'd done over the 4 records that we'd done before this, and the heavy stuff was just stuff that really came natural, and it really came easy.
It's the next phase of the band, basically replacing a member that was pretty much an original member of the band, so getting Sonny Mayo into the project and getting him as a family member to us was just the next stage for us.
Hey, it's LeJean, Witherspoon, LJ the Juice, all the aliases that I have. Back again, and this is our 5th album. It's a well-rounded album of what we've gone through in the past 10 years to where we're at now, and I think also the future. Like they say, if you don't know your past, you don't know your future. And I really feel that the avenue that we're taking now with everything that's happening, I'm smiling. We feel very blessed, and thank you guys for being a part of this journey, and God bless you.
We have come a long ways in the past year. A lot of changes internally, externally, the whole 9 yards. We got some people that care about the band and want to be here, and brought into the brotherhood. And we're very excited about the situation. Next, we wanted to call the record Next because of the changes we're making. I basically said we need to call it Next because, that's the next biscuit that we're looking for because we're starving out here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's about to change. It's going to be awesome. Don't you think?
Yeah, there were a lot of changes going on around the band at the time of recording. Having just gotten off of a label, new band member, myself, and us producing and engineering the record ourselves. So we really focused all of our strengths and all of our energies, and we were very determined to come through this thing. And I think it shows in the music and how heavy and how focused it all is.
Everybody wants to know what's going on with our latest addition to the family. Well,
Hi, my name is Sonny Mayo, and I play guitar in Sevendust.
Well, Sonny coming into the band was, it's weird. He was brought up right out of the gate, but I thought he was with someone already. Him coming in really helped me a lot because he's played with the best drummers in the world. So, Shannon Larkin and I idolize him. So I was a little nervous about having him in the band because I thought he was going to think I sucked.
I have played with the most amazing drummers in rock and roll, in my opinion. Shannon Larkin, BC from Head PE, Jamie Miller. I've played with Roy Mayorga, and now I play in a band with Morgan Rose. Am I the luckiest motherfucker that I know? Oh yeah, believe it.
Sonny coming in was that was just a breath of fresh air. It was so cool, it was something that we sat down as a band and said, you know what, we're not going to do the go into a rehearsal room and have a bunch of guitar players come in, because you can't get a vibe for somebody doing it like that. And it would have been so much easier if we could just pick up the phone and call up somebody that we all felt comfortable with and we all knew. And the only guy who really fit that bill was Sonny Mayo. And we knew it was just as simple as picking up the phone and seeing if he was doing anything. And thank God he wasn't, didn't have anything going on.
Yeah, I got a call from Morgan on January 19th, and he told me that they wanted me to join the band. And I came out to Orlando, Florida on January 28th and started pre-production for the record that we just recorded. And God damn, it's sweet.
Producer? We don't need no stinking producer.
We've been talking about self-producing a record for years, and it's a big step, it's a big jump to do that. I'm the guy who has to get blamed. Morgan's the guy who's at fault if we don't get the song right or if we don't record it right. But it's something that we really wanted to try this time. It definitely left us wide open for whatever we wanted to try. We didn't have, someone telling us what we should do or what they thought we should sound like or, who they thought should, mold it and who should record it. We took Sean Grove, who's been an engineer that we've been friends with for years in the studio, and we just made a record ourselves, And this is also the first time we didn't use a studio. We actually did this record in-house. Bought a Pro Tools rig and, loaded into a house and just learn what not to do and what we'll never do again.
Actually, we pretty much had been producing our own records from the start. We just didn't really get much credit for it. And me and John had been, experimenting with producing bands for the last year and a half. So we just figured why not produce our own band since we've been producing these other bands. And we had Sean Grove come in with us, and he actually helped out a lot. So it wasn't really just produced by us. He definitely brought a lot to the table, but we were able to put most of the weight on our shoulders, and it was easy.
We play metal.
Being introduced to Sevendust fans as a member of the band, it's all about performing live. That's where I get the payoff.
Back. So, here we are again. I feel in a better mood. I got real serious on you for a second. So we did this album. We felt like we needed to get on the road and get our legs under us with our new guitar player, Sonny Mayo. So we got together, I think, for a week. Sonny sounded great. He's great. I don't think he would be here. It's full circle with him being in the band because we've known each other since Snot. And I tell you, for the first time, I think that the excitement level was almost like when we first came out. Again, may it be to us being gone for so long or Sonny Mayo being in the band and seeing the happiness and the energy that is glowing from outside the band. The crowds every night were sold out. They were singing songs. I noticed after, I guess it was maybe almost 2 months, people that were at the beginning shows were coming to the end shows and singing the new songs. So it's exciting. I'm excited. I can't wait to go back out right now.
Yeah, the tour that we just finished was fantastic for me. It was kind of introducing me to the Sevendust fans because we didn't go out to support any record. We went out to support ourselves. So the Sevendust fans are a special type of people. They love these guys. And me being, coming in as an outsider and having been a Sevendust fan myself, coming into it was really special for me. And Sevendust fans totally embraced me. And it was amazing to have people coming up to me and saying, "Sonny, welcome to Sevendust," and it was as if they were welcoming me into their family, and it was a great feeling.
When Sonny got in the band, first thing we wound up doing was we were going in, we put some material down and went straight in the studio, and we were doing some stuff and got that kind of worked in, and we were like, hey man, you know what, we basically never jammed together as a band, so we said, let's do a small little run around the States, some of the few places that we really like to go. We started the tour up, and it was just so much excitement for the four of us. Sonny, I know, had to be excited and, nervous at the same time. Come out, I remember the first show we played was in Tampa, Florida, and of course, we have lots of great friends in Tampa. Down there, came out, nice sold-out show, which I tip my hat to everybody that's come out and support us. And we'll thank everybody for accepting, Sonny, Mayo into the band and accepting us for doing what we do. And we appreciate everything.
Our number one priority right now is to bring the most massive show possible that we can bring to those people that come and see us.
Live show. Wow, it should be, it's going to be brutal. We drew up the set a couple days ago, and there's not a moment's break. But the live show will definitely be, it'll be the most intense show that we've ever seen. So be ready. Be ready for sure.
We put the set list together for the next tour, and it's god-awful to deal with as a band member. I mean, it's gut-wrenching to look at those. Is that enough adjectives for you? Yeah, it's awful. It's the heaviest set that I could ever imagine us doing, not to mention the new songs are so heavy, so we've just pretty much filled the set full of just a driving vibe to it.
I think we've been out for so long that if you go through a certain town, you got to change it up a little bit. And this is what we're going to do, because what can you do? I mean, we're not like Metallica or Kiss. We don't have no fire, no bombs. I ain't trying to set nobody on fire. I ain't trying to pee on you, we're just trying to keep it rock and roll. But I think what we're doing on this next show is just bringing it more to just a different level, something we've never done before, and I hope everyone likes it. But ultimately, it's all about the music, that's what I'm really excited about, is the music.
Let's talk about the songs for a second. We haven't talked about the songs at all, so let's get into that.
Hero, that riff was put together. I went down to Florida, and John was writing most of the songs off of a drum machine, and I told him I was going to go down and work on something down at the studio in Florida, and he said, while you're down there, throw some beats together. And I was not really inspired one day and just kind of sat down. I think I put like 3 beats down, and we put them on a CD and sent them to him. And one of the beats was pretty much the chorus part to Hero, and he kind of threw it together and put it on the drum machine and came up with that riff. Lyrically, it's just basically about having the worst time, the worst day, the worst week, month, whatever, and just trying to find a way to make the days move quicker because they're just so long and painstaking.
People ask me, well, what's it like, and what's your favorite tracks on it? One of my favorite tracks on the record is Pieces. But that is the song that really gets me motivated up from what's happened to us in the past, and it just makes my blood boil. Makes me want to take my shirt off. Makes me want to throw it right across. And that's how we like to roll.
Ugly is, that was one of the last songs that was written for the record, where Hero was way up in the front. Ugly was one of those, okay, now we've got all the music done and we can kind of relax songs. That was way at the end. And it was just one of those pieces of music that just it just fell out. And I remember playing it for the guys, and everybody just flipped over, and immediately, it was like everybody wanted to jump on it and then start writing. And, lyrically, it's a breakup song. And we've had a lot of separation, a lot of breakup. It's not specific for one person. I think it kind of sums up, a lot of what we went through over the past, 12, 14 months, between all the separation and breakup that we've had. But, I think it's pretty identifiable. People will hear it, and, they'll have gone through something similar to that,
The last song is, again, pretty much just about being manipulated and being kind of just tormented by somebody, and lied to, cheated, stolen, deceived, and all the other things that are bad about somebody's makeup. Anyway, my take on it was that we're tired of writing about that stuff. It's getting old for us, but it is what we live and it is what we deal with. So it's basically telling someone this is the last time that I'm ever going to even speak about you. You're really no longer worthy of me wasting the pen and the paper. So that's pretty much it.
I really like the song Failure. The message in it is really positive. It's, you know, it's about living a life thinking that you're going to be a failure and basing your whole existence on what other people or what another person told you about yourself, and finally coming out and realizing that it's all about inner strength and it doesn't matter what other people think about you, and that you can shed all the shame and all the guilt that you ever felt about things that you did or things that you didn't do, and you can truly find the positivity, even if you always thought you were going to be a failure.
Desertion is about, you know, somebody just thinking that their shit doesn't stink, you know, and just like, you just sit there and deal with it for so long, and then finally when it's over, you know, you see where they're at and you see where you're at, and you kind of just look at them and go, now you see, you know, that this wasn't all for you, you know, the world is not your place, you know, you have to, it's a give and take in everything, relationships and anything, you know, I mean, it's just, I can't take it when people think it's their way or the highway, and, you know, they just don't get it.
Shut the fuck up! 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 Yoshi!
Hey, you wanna do this? Let's try. Do you wanna do this line by line? Make it sound good. You made me feel good. Let me get some water. Let me get some water. Oh shit! Somebody's got a recorder in here. Hold on. Look at this shit. Look at that. Night shot plus, bitch. That shit. You're in the fucking light now, bitch.
Oh, that looks like scary.
You look weird as hell. Oh my god. That's what he would look like if you were white.
Yep.
I'm not kidding.
Michael Jackson. What? It kind of
Look it.
reverses.
Ah! Oh, bitch!
Boogie.
What?
Right. Hey, watch this.
That's a smooth motherfucker right there. Yeah, boy!
Right after this photo was taken, or shortly after, I ran into John, who had acquired a bottle of Jägermeister. And I was close to being in a blackout already. But when I see John, all I remember it was like a still photo of seeing John going like this. Like, because we were looking all night, where's the Jaeger? And all of a sudden, there it is. And I'm all, cool! Look. And I start puking out of my face, nose included, into a trash can that had one of those lids that was like that, where you had to kind of get underneath it. So I'm like this, going, puking in it. And then I panicked, and I just ran down the hall and tripped over this drum set, which later I found out was Blue Oyster Cult's. But ultimately I ended up running to the only safe haven that I could find, Sevendust's bus.
And blowing oats all in our back lounge.
In the back lounge with my head in a trash can. Awesome. Then I woke up, well not then, but later I woke up in a hotel room having no idea how I got there. There's my story.
And there is the last episode of Sonny Got Fucked Up.
Hi, my name is Sonny Mayo, and I play guitar in Sevendust. Cool. Wanna blow me?
First thing I want to do is introduce myself. I'm the new guy in the band. I'm LeJean Witherspoon. I'm going through a little bit of change here physically. I'm sure you guys will take me in under your wings. Lead singer that I am. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, yeah, we had a little change of sessions with some of our band members or whatever. Well, anyway, we was talking about getting some people in. We jammed with the one guy, helped us out through a tour that we needed to help out on, J3. And amazing guy, amazing guitar player. Anyway, we was busting around some names. Anyway, this guy, me and Morgan was basically, we were down, I think we were in Alaska. At the time, we were playing golf on the ice, on some ice fields. It's amazing. Anyway, we're playing, and these snow bunnies were coming around, giving us cocktails, of course. I like my little Red Bull and vodkas or whatever they do like that. Anyway, we went back to the clubhouse on return, and there was this bald-headed guy. Well, I didn't know he was bald-headed at the time because he had this big furry hat on. Anyway, it was Sonny Mayo. We hadn't seen him in a long time. So anyway, we got on our kayaks. We had 2 kayaks. We bought another kayak, and we rode back across the peninsula there and got back over to where we could catch a puddle jump and fly over some mountains, go down into we saw a stream down there with some salmon in it, so we stopped and we dropped the line and started fishing a little bit. Caught massive amounts of fish. Had another couple of boat drinks down there. Rolled on back over to Southern California. Nice place. Sonny happened to live there. Picked up his guitar. Said, hey dude, since you got your guitar, why don't you just come on back to Atlanta with us and we'll do a record. That's how it all came about.